Good morning, students. Welcome back to our science class. So, students, please note we have completed two chapters, one from physics and one from biology. And now, today we are studying about chemistry, second chapter. Okay, so the first chapter from chemistry, that is states of matter. We have already studied states of matter in physics first chapter. That is the reason why I am skipping the first chapter from chemistry. Detailedly, everything is been given in physics first chapter. The same topic, exactly the same, has been done in physics. That is the reason why I am shifting for the second chapter, that is chemistry. Second chapter, interconversion of matter and understanding changes of states. So for the first chapter, please refer physics first chapter, that is states of matter. All the topics are same. There is no any change. Okay. So let's start the topic. Second chapter, chemistry, interconversion of matter and understanding the changes of states. So in this chapter, we shall study about interconversion of matter. That is how a matter changes from one state to another state. Okay. So interconversion of solid into liquid and vice versa. So here in the first topic we shall study the interconversion of solids into liquid. So you can see in the picture given here, that is solid, that is ice cubes have been converted into liquid, and again this liquid water can be converted back to solid. So this is called as interconversion. Next is interconversion of liquid into gaseous state and vice versa. That is, liquid can be converted into gas, and from gas again that can be converted into liquid. That is vice versa. So here in the first topic we can study about understanding the changes of state, that is melting and fusion. Second topic, solidification and freezing. Third topic, vaporization and boiling or boiling. And in the fourth topic we can call it as liquefaction or condensation. So the names are same: melting or fusion, solidification or freezing, vaporization or boiling, liquefaction or condensation. Okay, so all these things we are going to study in this chapter. Let's start from the first topic. The first topic is interconversion of matter. So what is interconversion of matter? The phenomena of change of matter from one state to another and back to its original state by altering conditions like temperature, pressure, etc. is called interconversion of matter or phase transition. That is, it is a phenomena in which a matter changes from one state to another state and again it will go back to its original state. Such type of process is called as interconversion of matter. So to happen this change, there are some conditions to be altered. That is, it may be due to the temperature, or it may be due to the pressure, or it may be due to some other alternating conditions. Now, in the first topic, let us study about how interconversion of solids into liquid and vice versa. Solids can be converted into liquid by heating, and liquid can be cooled to form solids. Everybody knows this. Solids can be converted into liquid. Like for example, let us have an ice cube that is in a solid state. When I start taking that ice cube out from a freezer and hold it in your hand, due to the temperature in your surrounding, the ice cube starts melting. So when it was hard, it was in a solid state. When it was brought outside or exposed to the atmosphere, it started melting. That is, the solid has been converted into water, that is liquid. If you keep the same water again back into the freezer, again that can be converted into ice cube. That is, this process of conversion back of water from ice cube to water and again from water back to ice cube is called as interconversion of solids into liquid. Okay, so heat is required. So what made this ice cube melt? The heat, the temperature made this ice cube to melt and convert it into liquid. So here the molecules which were present, okay, so they absorbed the heat and it was again converted into water. So here melting or fusion process took place. So what is melting or fusion? Melting or fusion is a process in which solid changes into a liquid state by observing heat energy. So by observing the heat, this ice cube started melting. That is called as melting. The process in which solid changes into liquid state by observing heat is called as melting. Now, what is a melting point? Melting point is a constant temperature at which a solid changes into liquid state by observing heat energy. Okay, there is a point every time. So this is in the case of ice cube. Okay, fine. Now, instead of this, if I want to melt some other thing, like if I want to melt plastic or if I want to melt some iron, so each and every substance has its melting point. Okay, if you keep a candle and start heating the iron, you cannot melt that. Why? Because it needs high temperature, more amount of heat. So this point is called as melting point. Next is freezing point. Like if this ice cube has been melted and has been converted into water, instead of keeping this in the freezer, if you keep this water even for one day also, it will not go back to its original state. So a freezing point has to be needed for that. So freezing or solidification is the process in which liquid changes from solid state by releasing heat energy. So whatever the heat is present, that will be removed and it will be freezed. And even for that also we have a freezing point. As we studied about the melting point, even freezing point will be there. So it is a constant temperature at which the liquid changes into solid state by releasing heat energy is called as freezing point. Okay, so next is interconversion of liquid into gas state and vice versa. Now we studied in the above topic solid has been converted into liquid and again liquid has been converted into solids. Now liquid into gas and again gas back into liquid. So liquid can be converted into gas by heating. Again here heat is required. Okay, can be cooled to form liquids. Now we call it as vaporization or boiling. Like if you take a container, a steel container, if you put some water, small amount of water and start heating, after few minutes you can see that vapors are coming out. So those vapors are nothing but water vapors. That is, the liquid is being converted into gaseous state. Instead of leaving them out, if you close the container with the help of some equipment, then again those vapors will come back into the form of liquid. Now, what is vaporization or boiling? It is a process by which a liquid changes into gaseous state by observing heat energy. So here what is happening is water will absorb the complete heat and it will be converted into gas in the bulk phenomena. Next is liquefaction or condensation is a process in which a gas can be changed again back into liquid. Okay, so here evaporation is required, boiling point is required. Okay, evaporation is a slow process in which a liquid changes to its gaseous state, whereas boiling point is a constant temperature at which a liquid changes into its gaseous state. Like only for a small amount of heat, the gas, the water will not change into gaseous state. It should boil. A high temperature is required. So this is how the interconversion of solid, liquids, and gases will takes place. Next is interconversion of matter and understanding the states of matter. So we can see what are all the changes takes place. Okay, like melting and fusion, we had taken the example of an ice cube which is melting. Solidification is again keeping the water and freezing into ice. Vaporization is boiling of the water. Again condensation, condensing water. So these are all the topics what we have studied. So these are all the important points. So please take a snapshot of this and make a note that how the matter changes, what is melting, what is solidification, what is vaporization, what is liquefaction. So this is very very important. If you study all these topics, then it will be very very easy for you in the higher studies. So go through the video clearly, and if you're not understanding, please watch it once, twice or thrice. Later again, if you have any doubts, you people can come back to me and ask the doubts. Okay, so have a good day, take care, bye.